Hey guys, in this video, we'll be going over the $100 down HUD home program, how to access HUD homes, and what site to actually go onto HUD to check out the HUD homes. Because a lot of people think to just go to HUD.com. I think in my experience, the HUD.com is owned by like a third party company. Um, and they do get HUD homes and stuff like that, but the actual official HUD website that's like that has the government homes that's 100% for free is here. So I'm going to share my video. If you're just tuning in, it's the first time watching. This is Marvin with the Council Real Estate Group, and today I'll be talking about the $100 down HUD home program and how to access those homes and what that program is all about. So I'm going to just share my screen really quick. So if you go here, the website too is HUDhomestore.com, not HUD.com, ladies and gentlemen, or HUD.gov or any of those. You can Google some of them and they bring you to information about HUD. But the actual HUD store is HUDhomestore.com, and it'll bring you to the website, which is HUDhomestore.gov. I believe they own both, or they own that website link. So you just click on go to HUDhomestore.com and it brings you right to the official. So if the screen doesn't look like this, you are not on the official HUD website. So if you notice right here, it says HUD.gov/HUD homes. So this is open to the general public. If you want to make a bid on there, you will need a HUD registered real estate brokerage like myself for us to go online and bid. It's going to say bidder in public, and you're going to think you can go on there and bid, and you're going to get steps, register, and all the way, and you're going to get there to the end, and then you will not be able to bid because you need to go through a HUD registered brokerage like ourselves. But you can check the inventory and the available properties. So it's right here. If you can see, like on the bottom, the blue here says available. So these are all the states that are available. And then there's these light blue states here, and they're not available. So like New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island. But Massachusetts is one, and we're from Massachusetts. So we can click on Mass here, and then it brings up all the HUD homes. Now, keep in mind, inventory has significantly changed in past years. Obviously, we all know that there's not a lot of inventory. So before, when I used to promote the $100 down HUD home program, there was 5 pages worth of homes. I used to go to like Texas, check out homes in Texas, because once upon a time I wanted to explore possibly moving to Texas. And there was 10, 15 pages worth of HUD homes. Now there's barely 2 or 3. And as you can see in the state of Massachusetts, there's only 4 properties in the whole state of Massachusetts on the HUD website. So these are actually literally HUD homes. You don't need to pay for these programs or anything like that. If you're interested in one of these homes, you just contact myself or your agent, and they can bid on these properties for you. It's very easy. You just go online. It's a 1 page. After they accept your offer is the thing. So if you notice here, let's say let's look at 77 Chapin Road in Hampden, Massachusetts. So you click on there and it give you some information here. And these are one interesting thing or pretty cool thing is that sometimes HUD lists the property on HUD Home Store before it actually hits the market. You'll still need to wait. You'll still need to wait till they give the listing to a real estate brokerage so your agent can bid on the property. But prior to that, if you're on this website, they tend to get listed on here before. Like it is a third party website, but it's owned by by HUD. So it is a government website, not like Zillow and Trulia and Realtor.com. They don't read to those sites first. So this is, one of those sites that actually has the HUD home properties first. So before they hit the actual MLS. But you still can't bid on them until then. Or if you're dealing with an agent and you're on here, they can directly bid on the property here. So these are bank-owned properties. They're predominantly, let's say, FHA loans, or somebody foreclosed on their home, because HUD is the organization that owns FHA. So When they foreclose on a property, the bank takes it back. Sometimes they go back to HUD, hence they're called a HUD home. So you can see this property here needs a little bit of work. So if you were to get just a direct or go straight with an FHA loan, it wouldn't pass what's called an FHA appraisal inspection. Now, remember, a home inspection and an appraisal inspection are two completely different inspections. Please don't get the two confused. A home inspection, you're going to be there with some licensed professionals that do home inspections, and they're going to run through the house. They're going to be there for a couple hours to check a roof, window, siding, plumbing, electrical, foundation. Then they generate a report. Then it's up to you and your family to decide whether or not you still want to purchase that home and move forward. That's a home inspection. The appraiser, so once you okay and say, yes, I'm going to move forward and buy this house, the bank is going to order the appraisal to estimate the value of the house. Now, there's federal guidelines, especially if you're going to get an FHA loan. The federal guidelines say the house has to be habitable, no chipping, peeling paint, broken glass, holes in the wall, things like that. And most HUD homes come in as is condition, and they won't pass an FHA appraisal inspection. So this is a huge incentive to getting a HUD home is this. If you watch my video before about the FHA 203K, they have an incentive with that program, and specifically with HUD. So HUD has a program where if you purchase one of their properties, so this house is on the market right now in Hamden for, let's say, $221. And let's say you're going to borrow, my math is terrible, so bear with me, guys. So you're going to borrow $79,000 to renovate this house. Normally, you would have to put down 3.5% in order to move forward with this program with the FHA 203K. So you can borrow $221 to buy the house, $79,000 to renovate it. You're going to get one loan for $300,000, and then you put down your 3.5%. So let me just pull out my handy dandy calculator here. 300,000, 3.5%. So you're going to need to come up with $10,500 to put down on the house. Well, with the HUD program, as long as you do an FHA 203K, you can bypass the 3.5% that you put down, as long as the house is purchased on this website or one of the houses that are on this website. It bypasses the down payment, where you only have to put down $100. You're still going through a normal process, the normal home buying process, that the income ratios, credit score, length of employment, you're supplying your tax filings and your bank statements. The whole entire process is the same when you're buying a house. It just bypasses the down payment of 3.5%, where you only have to put down $100. So is a $100 down HUD home program real? It's 100% real. You just are still going through a whole entire mortgage process, right? And you're adding another component, which is the renovation, or maybe two components and a licensed contractor, right? So that's this here. So you can purchase one of these things, and real estate agents that are out there too. Just to let you know, as a bonus, if you're watching this video, HUD also gives you a $500 bonus to real estate agents that help with the FHA 203K to somebody, a first-time home buyer getting into buying the HUD home. So on top of the commission, they pay a $500 extra bonus to if you're doing an FHA 203K and utilizing the $100 down HUD home program. There's lenders out there to tell you this program's not real. That's just because they haven't done them. And I have specific lenders that do them, so I know 100%. And I have clients that have posted on our social media the platforms that actually talk with testimonials that clients literally bought a house for $100 or put $100 down. Now, is it just $100 just to put down in the house? Absolutely. Are there other fees, costs and fees associated when you purchase a house? Absolutely. You have closing costs. The bank's going to charge you fees, attorney fees, land survey, title search, homeowners insurance, all that stuff you need that's outside of a down payment, right? The cost of acquisition to acquire this actual property. So you're going to need some of those fees. And HUD is very generous. They oftentimes give you 3% towards those closing costs. So remember, it's 3% of the purchase price, not 3% of the whole loan value. So if you're asking for the 3% closing cost credit, it's only going to be on the $221,000 per the example I just used. It won't be on the $300,000. So I think the $100 down HUD home program is an awesome program. There's not a bunch of inventory, but your lender, even if you don't live in Massachusetts, your lender should be able to utilize this. So let's just take a look. Let's go to Connecticut. We'll do a search in Connecticut. So Connecticut, same thing. And they always come on. They'll tell you when they're new. Right here, so there's a new property just came on in Bristol for 150,000, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Something new just came in Waterbury, Portland, Connecticut, and everything's just outlined right here, and you can just make the offers. I just want to go through one more. I used to look in like Texas, so go to Texas. I no longer am going to move to Texas, but it was once upon a time. See, so now they have 5 pages worth of HUD properties in the whole state of whole state of Texas. And there's 5 pages when before there used to be 15 pages. And during like the prime time of like the pandemic, there was literally no houses, like 0 in any state, because they were just being purchased and bought. So banks and courts have reopened. So foreclosures are happening, not at the rapid rate like everyone would like to see, but you know, there is definitely an influx of inventory, of bank loan inventory, and you can just see that based on the HUD properties that are available now. We have 5 pages. They're in the middle of the pandemic. There's 1 page and sometimes absolutely 0. Like in Massachusetts, it was most of the time it was 0. Now there's 4 HUD homes you see on there. Connecticut as well. So I'm just going to stop this share real quick. So yeah, definitely check out the HUD home store so you can check out the houses that are available for the $100 down HUD home program. But the $100 down HUD home program is real, but you have to use it with the FHA 203K, which I talked about in the video, and I'm putting a link in the comment section so you can take a look at the FHA 203Ks. It's a great way to get into a house, even as an investor or a first-time home buyer, that, you know, if there's not a lot of inventory, you can kind of make it your own, because you can borrow money to buy the house and borrow money to renovate it. And you can do the same thing with the FHA 203K, which is even sometimes even better, because now I only have to put down $100 down. You know, so you'll have money to borrow to renovate the home. The bank's gonna let you borrow money to buy the home. And then if you had some savings or anything like that, you know, you could put your extra little spin on it too out of your savings, because you're not going to be putting down that down payment. So, but you know, that's a whole different topic. I do recommend taking some of the money, paying towards the principal balance and things like that. But that's, again, a whole nother video, a whole nother topic. So thank you guys for always tuning in. Please share, like, comment, all that good stuff here. And please share this with anyone interested in becoming a first-time home buyer, maybe that doesn't have a lot of money, or just interested in one of those properties on the HUD Home Store website. Just please share this information. I think it's really good information. A lot of information a lot of people don't have. So yeah, and as always, you can please feel free to reach out, call, inbox, again, comment, however you'd like to reach me. I'm very accessible. So thank you guys for always tuning in and supporting me. Love you guys. God bless.